Brazilian and Argentine steel and aluminum industries were the latest targets of the United States tariffs. On Monday, Trump tweeted the main reason for the change in policy was the massive devaluation of the currencies in Brazil and Argentina, which does not benefit U.S. farmers.
Well, Brazil has really discounted. If you take a look at what's happened with their currency, they've devalued their currency very substantially by 10%. Argentina also. And I gave them a big break on tariffs, but now I'm taking that break off because it's very unfair to our manufacturers and very unfair to our farmers.
In Brazil, which is slowly recovering from a recession, the news came as a shock, and the steel industry, which accounts for more than $2 billion in exports to the U.S., talked about retaliation. President Jair Bolsonaro, Trump's main ally in South America, believes the situation can be worked out.
If necessary, I'll talk to Trump about that, but we're not backing off.
Meanwhile, in Argentina, with its struggling economy, the announcement did not go unnoticed. New tariffs on steel and aluminum only adds up to the uncertainty that already exists in this country. In 1 week, Argentina will have a new president, Alberto Fernandez, and he will have to deal with double-digit inflation rates, currency controls, and the possibility of a default on the sovereign debt. Argentina's government has been battling devaluation for months as people are turning to the US dollar to protect their savings. Argentina's central bank has spent more than $5 billion to bolster the peso since the primary elections in August, which triggered a collapse in the value of the currency. Trump now says the devaluations were intentional. For many, the latest US measures is also a consequence of the increasing commercial activities between China, Brazil, and Argentina in the middle of a trade war.
These are some of the unforeseen consequences of US policy. Investors have been moving from emerging markets to the United States and to developed economies. And that, in Argentina, it's one of the reasons behind the country's currency crisis in 2018, major devaluation, and which of course has made its primary exports more competitive. So in some ways, the Trump administration is now reacting to something it helped create.
Competitive exports, which in part are heading to China. Argentina's President Mauricio Macri and Jair Bolsonaro have experienced a warm relation with Donald Trump since taking office. But for many, dealing with China these days is enough to put the best of friends at odds. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.